Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be checking out a video titled Honest American Reaction to the NHS, UK annual leave, and UK maternity pay, and more. So big dive in, the healthcare system in the UK, I'm guessing, regarding parenthood and also, getting to actually, be away from work. Something that is actually really vital, I can't imagine, a life where you are working constantly and not being able to leave. And the reality is that a lot of Americans don't realize how important this is, because some Americans do get leave from work because the type of job that they have, some jobs has that privilege, but by law, it's not something that is guaranteed, if you get what I'm saying. So it would be nice to hear about the NHS and see how much better it is. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any recommendations, click that link in the pinned comment section. Recommend whatever you want to recommend, and I'll check it out as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.
200 pounds, is that our final guess?
That is, yes.
Okay. It costs £0.
What?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Girl Gone London channel. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin. I'm an American who's lived in the UK for almost 10 years, except now I'm in America and this is my best friend, Emily. In this video, you guys wanted me to get my friends and family's reactions to certain facts about the UK or things about the UK that are different from the US. So Emily has been to the UK a few times to visit me and is pretty well up on things. I've come up with some questions that I'm gonna ask, and she is going to react to different things about the UK, and we're just gonna have a discussion about some of the differences. Okay, the first question. Do you know how many different nations make up the UK? Now, I get in trouble for this because I'm not even sure if you call them nations or countries. I mean, it's countries. Like, how many different countries make up the UK?
Oh, gosh.
Let me see if I can rip them off. Northern Ireland. Oh, shit. Scotland. Wales. In England? Okay. You know what? No matter how much I learn this shit, I just cannot master it. But I'm pretty sure it's Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, not Ireland, but Northern Ireland, and England.
You can do it.
I'm gonna expose myself.
Okay, what's the first country that you've been to?
England.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I'm right.
What's the next one?
I'm
Scotland.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Wales.
What's the other one that's on the same landmass that we didn't go to?
Ireland.
Wales.
Wales.
And the fourth
Northern
one
Ireland.
is
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Oh wow! My geography
I actually knew
skills
it.
are
Wow.
coming out.
Hey,
There you go.
Watch out.
But I mean, I learned this in previous videos. If I didn't know this, that would be embarrassing. But I was a little bit fumbled.
But if any of you British people tried to name the American states, I bet you couldn't.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's way more.
How much do you think it costs for an ambulance ride in the UK?
Oh wow.
In pounds.
In pounds. Okay.
Maybe 20, because it's the UK.
Part of me wants to say 200 pounds. I don't know.
Okay, 200 pounds, is that our final guess?
That is, yes.
Okay, it costs £0.
What?
Yeah, because at the NHS, you don't have to pay for an ambulance ride.
I mean, here.
Okay, that's cool. I have a question though, right? I've always been the guy to, consume the weirdness that I find Europeans identify, which are always indeed quite honest when they identify them, right? It's like some weird jabs that, I've always seen in the comment section, and one of them that I've absorbed totally is that it's not free taxes being paid, and that's the reason why you don't have to pay, right? So the question that I have is, how much is it actually to travel with an ambulance? How much does it actually really cost? Like, if I don't have the NHS, I'm not from the United Kingdom, how much would I actually have to pay? Because obviously, if I'm not from there, tax does not cover me. So how much does it actually naturally cost Wow, I couldn't say that word. That's crazy.
We just choose to use our own cars. Like, you could have your arm chopped off. We're like, no, we got it. I'll take the Honda. Like,
Oh, yeah,
because an
for
ambulance
sure.
ride costs so much here.
yeah, I think I couldn't even give you a ballpark because it's so.
I think it's like in the thousands.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we just don't.
free. I mean, you pay for it obviously at some point,
Right, but
but you don't pay like per ambulance ride.
Right.
£0.
wow.
That's
There you
beautiful.
go. That's actually shocked. We used to have lots of American students when I used to have a different job who would be like the same thing. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to the hospital, and we're like, why? And they're like, because I can't afford it. And
Yeah.
we're like, it's free.
It's free.
That's the point of the NHS.
Yeah.
Next question. How much do you think like the first income tax percentage is?
It's gotta
So
be
there's
a lot.
a certain percentage, it's like 0% if you make like under 11,000 pounds, but like the first, once you start earning.
My guess for that would be about at least 25. At least 25, I don't know.
What percentage is income tax? In percent numbers.
Oh God.
I'd say about 25 to 30. That's reasonable.
Just take a guess.
Maybe 5%. I don't know.
That's
Okay,
hella
the guess
low.
is 5%.
What?
It's 20%.
Okay. So way
Oh,
off.
damn, shorty, you got me scared. Damn. Oh my gosh, I thought she was saying 5% for real, but 20% ain't bad. That's not bad. So, but what's the threshold? What's the maximum that you have to earn to get 20%? I'm not sure if she's going to mention it, but if she doesn't, let me know in the comment section, because it would be good to know, because she just said like if you make below like 11,000 whatever, you don't pay anything, right? But obviously, you know, it's really important to know where that 20% ends at, because that's actually not bad. You know, that's not bad.
20%
Wow.
is the first like income tax bracket.
Dang.
But that stuff goes towards things like the NHS
Right,
and
like-
stuff. What is income tax here? We're in Florida. Do you even know?
Ooh.
Florida doesn't have income tax, does it?
I don't think so. California does, I think.
So do you pay, what do you pay any, like what do you pay?
I don't know. It's so sad. Oh my gosh, I can't believe 3 people right here don't know if Florida got income tax. I'd have to ask my sister. I know that. I don't even remember if New York has. It has. New York definitely has. Yes, it does have, because my sister actually works in New York as an accountant. So it does have. And I can be sure Florida does have as well. See, I'm the unprivileged one. I have not. I moved to Finland so young, so I really don't know. But there's no way Florida doesn't have income tax.
In
Just sales tax.
Yeah.
Like, I think 7.5%.
Sales.
7% sales
But sales tax is not income tax, though. Sales tax is not income tax.
I think something around that.
But then do you keep all of the money that your employee, your
Sales tax is not income
employer
tax.
gives you?
No, because some of it comes out in like Social Security.
Social Security and stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
but I
a
don't
part
think
of it.
Florida has an income tax.
Right. I don't
They
think so.
do. I
Okay.
think they do.
So Florida 0, UK 20%.
20.
As the first.
Here I was.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I'm gonna do my own checks. Yeah, it has a 5. It says Florida does not have a state individual income tax. Florida has a 5.5% corporate income tax. So it does have, but it's not by the state. Right. And Florida has a 6.0 where's that? Percentage state tax rate. A max local sales tax of 2% and blah 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 blah. Yeah, so it does have something of the sort, but whatever.
Starting point.
That's crazy though. You gotta know the income tax if you have a job. See, I never had a job in Florida, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, next question. How many sick days do you think you get in the UK?
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna
This
say
is different.
How
than,
many
like,
sick days do you get? Do you know? Is it like a number?
Well, ours is kind of weird because we kind of combine it with our holiday time.
Okay.
So we get technically 3 weeks of PTO that we could use when we're
Okay,
sick
not
or
bad.
if we're going to the UK. So
Okay.
but I'm thinking you guys would probably get maybe like 2 weeks of sick time.
Okay, it's basically unlimited because if you're sick, then they're not gonna make you. Yeah.
That
okay.
shocks me.
So
that would never happen.
The next question is going to be about
that's cool.
paid time off, or what they would call annual leave. But for the most part, if you're ill, what they call being sick, because being sick, do you know what being sick means in the UK?
What?
It means throwing up.
Oh.
So I'm always like, oh, I've been sick, and I think they mean, a lot of people will use that to be like, oh, I've thrown up.
Oh.
Americans don't say. We say like sick to mean the same thing as ill, which is what British people say.
Right. I did not know that.
But yeah, like it doesn't take away from your vacation time if you're sick. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. That's very
good.
different from how we
Don't you want to
operate.
move to the UK?
I mean, you could get the flu and you still have to be cranking out those emails.
Yeah.
So,
okay, the next question is, how many vacation days do you think we get in the UK? Like in days, and it's
month?
mandated by the government.
I don't know.
maybe like 20 days a year.
Good guess, closer. So it's
25?
28 days.
Oh, a month.
That can
That's a
include
month.
bank holidays, like there's like 8 of them or something, so they can tell you that you have to like take Christmas off, and that counts towards the 28. So it basically for most people works out to 4 weeks-ish. 4 to 5 weeks.
Wow.
That's a month.
As minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
That's crazy.
That's
we're lucky
nice.
if we get maybe a week here.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. You
that's
saying
crazy.
3 weeks, I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
And that's sick
And that's
combined
also
with
sick.
vacation. So,
So, yeah. Okay, next question. How many days or weeks do you think a pregnant woman could get of maternity leave in the UK?
2 months.
maybe,
8 weeks?
I'm just gonna say maybe 4 weeks.
Higher.
Really? Okay. 6 weeks?
Higher. Times it by like 10.
10.
52 weeks, a whole year.
A whole year?
Damn.
A whole year.
Wow. Okay.
It's not all
that's
paid.
cool.
It's like some of it's paid and some of it depends on if you've been employed somewhere. Like there's different situations, but it's a full year. A
That's
full
sick.
year. How many maternity days are mandated in the US? Zero
Zero.
days.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the only countries in the world that doesn't have like mandated time. Like your employer gets to decide.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. A full year. What do you think about that?
That's
I
wicked.
think
That's
that
nice.
is shocking. That is like we're fending for ourselves. Like, good luck trying to take the baby to work.
Yeah.
Have them become the new intern. It's just,
It's crazy.
yeah, that's crazy to me.
Okay. Final two. Jaywalking.
Okay.
Legal? Do you do it? Legal or illegal in the UK?
I'd say it's illegal.
To answer your first question, I do, but not. I'm outing myself. In the UK, I feel like it is legal there, though.
It is.
Yeah.
You won't get in trouble for jaywalking.
'Cause I
And
think-
they think
yeah.
it's weird that Americans
Really?
can't cross.
That's crazy. That's crazy. The fact that that's actually legal is actually crazy. Like me personally, what do I think about jaywalking? I don't have a problem with jaywalking if the light is slow or whatever and there's clearly no traffic there. I have no problem with that, right? However, when it comes to jaywalking on a risky road and shit like that, I definitely have a problem with it. It's like, why would you do that? Like, you're putting yourself at risk, so I do have a problem with jaywalking in certain sense, but it's okay in certain senses to me. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that's legal.
Street where they want.
I think because we were in London doing something and everyone just started going, like,
Yep.
there's no time to waste.
They
You gotta
just went.
hustle. So,
Yeah.
but in America, it's very much like you're looked at like, oh, look at that crazy person.
Don't
just-
cross unless.
Yeah,
Don't do
but
anything.
the
Like-
reality is, jaywalking in the United States is kind of crazy. Like, I've literally almost seen Europeans got their ass, kicked to the curb, like die because of jaywalking. They were trying to cross the 501, a highway 501. It's a highway in South Carolina, and they almost, because they were trying to catch the bus and shit. Shorties, yeah, they did that jaywalking shit and nah. Like, that highway that I'm talking about, the 501, sometimes that joint, bro, like the traffic lights on that joint be like for 5 minutes before it actually, actually changes. So yeah, it's a very unique place to be. So I can see why jaywalking in the United States, is bad, because remember, pedestrian are not really, seen as special. So I can see why the difference, but let me know what y'all think though.
At a crossing,
Yeah.
and it's your turn to go,
That's
which is
crazy.
weird.
Yeah.
But I feel like the UK is more of a pedestrian place
Right,
anyway, so
exactly.
maybe that makes sense. Whereas
Yeah.
here, if
We're-
More car.
if you're in the suburbs, like where we live in Florida, where we grew up, like you're not walking anywhere. That's
No.
weird.
That's very strange.
So strange.
Yeah.
Okay, final question. This is open ended.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what an allotment is?
What?
Gosh.
Allotment, like usually the word allot means that you're allotted something, like you're given something. So I'd imagine that allotment would be similar to allotted, based off just English and just assuming. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's some type of benefit that you could receive. I really don't know, but the word allotment sounds like that to me.
Allotment.
Something to do with time.
Well,
In your
allotted.
job, maybe?
That
Like-
I feel like that's a good guess. But
that's
that has
that's a
nothing
good
to do with
guess.
it.
Really?
That's a good guess.
So
'Cause
an allotment
yeah, that's
is
a good guess.
basically when they. Okay, so you know how in the UK garden means yard?
Yes.
Right.
So an allotment
Right.
is, I feel like, what we would call a garden, but they are not in their house. So think of like a village.
Okay.
They will have a piece of land that's divided up into like rectangles.
Yeah.
And each one is basically an allotment, or it's basically a garden
Mm-hmm.
that you can, I guess you rent it. Or you can own
Strange.
it, but it's not in your backyard, but it's a like, so it's like, if you have an allotment, you
Mm-hmm.
go to this place like in the village or wherever you live to like tend to your vegetables, but it's not in your house. It's not near your house.
I like that.
So-
I don't
it's
like
like
that.
a little garden away from your home.
Yeah,
I don't like
That's
that.
nice. It's
I
kind of
don't-
charming.
No.
I don't know if we would.
I don't.
We like farm, but not.
Yeah, we don't have allotment.
I mean,
Maybe they do in cities, but I've never actually seen one.
right.
I don't really know about that. Like we got big backyard. Like I don't know. Allotment. I don't know. Y'all from the United Kingdom, y'all can let me know. But allotment, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really swinging with that. The other stuff, yes, but the allotment, I don't really know, man. I don't really know.
We didn't grow up in the city.
No.
But even in the suburbs of the UK, they have allotments. I feel like it's because there's no space for actual gardening
That's
in many
true.
people's houses.
Yeah,
Whereas
you got
here,
it back
you just
there.
have it in your backyard.
Yeah, you got it back there.
But yeah, an allotment is like a garden away from your home.
The more you know.
That's
the more you
strange.
know.
That's strange. The reality is I've never heard of allotment. I was just thinking that it's some damn handout that the government done give to you. That's kind of crazy, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, sounds about right. The British are doing it quite good for the people. 1 year maternity leave is insane, right? That is very much, well done. And is it paid maternity leave? Because if it's paid maternity leave, it's insane. Wow. Shout out to the UK, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm out of here. Peace.